The following podcast contains naughty language and ridiculous situations. Listener discretion is advised.
Over the past 2 years or so, I've gotten myself into vinyl. It's a format that's gotten way better over the past several decades. I mostly dabble in horror soundtracks, with the occasional Red Fox comedy album for good measure. But horror soundtracks on vinyl have been getting the high-end treatment, not just in terms of sound quality, but in overall packaging. The vinyl itself is striking with many colors that rather than the drab black you would always get before. These colors add life to the music you are listening to, and it works so well. Also is the gatefold jacket with gorgeous commissioned art by some of your favorite horror artists. Interesting liner notes about the production, or better yet, the restoration of the music you are usually included. And now, thanks to Trustkill Records, a 2 LP set for, of all films to choose from, Saw 6 is or will be available for $49.99 on their website. But act quickly, for only 300 units are being pressed. Now, what makes this release so unique is the album is the albums are in the shape of a table saw blade, all pointy and perhaps a little dangerous. Though it's not completely unique, as its remastered Halloween 3 soundtrack is in the shape of an orange pumpkin. Not as fiendish as a table saw blade, but beggars can't be choosers. Now this is the music soundtrack, not the score. So expect some typo negative and mushroom head to fill those holes on the side of your head. Not exactly my kind of music. Yeah, I know I'm old. What, you want to fight about it? Now, A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, the Dream Master soundtrack, that's my fucking jam. And welcome to Trick or Treat Radio.
Welcome to the 689th episode of Trick or Treat Radio. Trick or Treat Radio is a stake through the heart of horror and pop culture. We wade through piranha-infested waters of streaming, VOD, and cult cinema in an attempt to find hidden gems to discuss so you can make informed viewing decisions. Episodes are streamed live every Wednesday night on trickortreatradio.com. And the audio podcast is released on Fridays on all podcast platforms. So you can find us both ways, but it's always a blast to have folks hang out live with us when we do the show on Wednesday nights. And your hosts for this episode are Monster Zero.
Hello.
And myself, Johnny Wolfenstein. It is a rare occasion that there are only two of us here. I think there's been a handful of times that this has happened. Can you remember? Yeah, can you remember any, MZ? I think you missed. Did you miss any episodes? I forget. Well, aside from the year you were gone.
Have I missed episodes?
Yeah.
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, okay.
God, yes. I was. Of course, I've missed episodes.
Oh, all right. I don't remember. Well, there you go.
Yeah, just like you don't remember seeing the movie Snatch.
Because I haven't seen it.
You have seen it, you ass.
I promise you I have not. I promise you I have not.
God.
There are 689 episodes of this fucking show. They kind of meld into one another. But movies, like, it's literally the same people talking the same foolish things. I typically remember movies. So I know that I've never seen Snatch, though.
Well, you're missing out.
Well, maybe I'll have to rectify that.
Yeah, do that. Yeah. You'll probably watch that before you watch The Sandlot, though. Huh?
Maybe, if it's worth it.
Well,
All
you
right.
won't know until you watch it now, will you?
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, unfortunately, we're down a host. Michael Ravenshadow will not be joining us this evening. I would prefer for him to kind of speak about what's going on, but he's not here right now. But he did say we could sort of say what's going on, and his little buddy Oliver's having a bit of a tough time. So we wish Raven Shadow and Ollie all the best, and hopefully things work out for the best. I know if you guys watch the live show, you'll often see Raven Shadow disappear. Now he disappears anyways a lot as it is, but Ollie's been he's been having some issues with going to the potty. So yeah, so you guys may have seen him disappear a little bit more often than usual, and that's why. And yeah, hopefully everything is good, and I'll let him say more, obviously when it's appropriate. But yeah, we miss him, and because of that, this show will probably be about 1 hour long.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Probably be like an hour and 20 minutes. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah.
But
It's going to be very truncated. It's going to be truncated today. It'll be.
Watch, this will be our longest episode ever. Me and MZ will just talk forever.
Yeah, right. This should be a very abbreviated program.
We'll see. There's no one to egg on and to get derailed by. So we'll find out. But yes, on the show this week, we're talking about the film Jimmy and Stiggs. It is directed by Joe Begos. And yeah, we'll be talking about that flick and all its neon-colored, gory, alien, drug-riddled, alcohol-fueled nightmare. Yeah, we'll be talking about that one. It's kind of a cool little thing, too, because it got picked up by the horror section, which is Eli Roth's new production company or distribution, I guess. It's kind of a little bit of both, I think. And it got a release in a theatrical release, and yeah, so played in theaters for a bit. So kind of cool that this little, low budget horror flick got a pretty good theatrical opening. And it's funny because I think Joe Begos said that this was one of his least expensive films. We've seen, I think, if not all of them, we've seen most of his films and talked about them on the show. But yeah, I mean, he's done a lot of low budget stuff, but this one definitely is up there. He shot in his apartment. Literally, that's it. Just one fucking place in his apartment. So, but yeah, we'll get a little bit more into it as we go. And MZ, do you have your segments to discuss?
I do.
All right, well, let's do that.
All right, yeah. Why don't we do that? Yeah, today is October 8th. All right. Today's October 8th? Yes, today is October 8th. And this day in horror history. What films were released on this day, October 8th? And in 1952, Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn gorilla. More of a comedy than a horror, but it is a pretty amazing film. Has Sammy Petrillo and Duke Mitchell, who are like Sammy Petrillo and Duke Mitchell. They're pretty much like the Timu version of Lewis and Martin, Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. Sammy Petrillo being Jerry Lewis. Just look up Sammy Petrillo and you'll see he's like a dime store Jerry Lewis. It's incredible, to the point where Jerry Lewis even sued him. That's how much like him he was.
That's great.
And Bela Lugosi was really phoning it in at this point in his career.
Yeah, I'll say.
Like what the hell else? I mean. But anyway, Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn gorilla. In 1961, Mr. Sardonicus. I implore all of you to watch this one. This is good, and it is dark. In 1968, Kill Baby Kill. In 1973, S with Dirk Benedict. In 1996, Children of the Corn 4, The Gathering. In 1998, TV movie Universal Horror. In 2000, Citizen Toxie, The Toxic Avenger Part 4 was released.
Nice.
In 2002, Stakes. In 2004, The Hillside Strangler. In 2007, Skull and Bones. In 2010, My Soul to Take. I believe that was one of Wes Craven's last films. I think it
Yeah,
was.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Let's see. Also in 2010, I Spit on Your Grave, the remake.
Ha.
Slice and Dice, the slasher film Forever in 2012. In 2015, Navy SEALs vs. Zombies. In 2018, Soul to Keep. In 2019, Harpoon. And finally, in 2020, Freaky. Bunch of those movies I've never even heard of before.
Yeah. I was like, what? Slice and Dice, Navy SEAls versus Zombies?
Yeah, leave it to me to watch Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn Gorilla, but I've never seen Slice and Dice, the slasher film Forever. Go figure.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we're going to...
Before you move on, I looked up My Soul to Take, and yeah, 2010, Wes Craven wrote and directed it. And let's see. I actually don't really I don't recognize anyone in this fucking movie. Oh, Frank Grillo. Yeah, I don't.
you recognize that guy.
I don't recognize any of the other names at all. It doesn't mean that they're, they haven't been in a lot of movies or anything. I just don't recognize their name, which seems kind of crazy. It's got 4.8 out of 10. I mean, that's not terrible on IMDb, but yeah, from what I understand, it was not one of his best.
No. Things are going downhill for Mr. Craven as the years were piling on him.
Big pile.
Usually that's how it goes,
Yep. All right, go ahead. You're going to do Bloody Birthdays?
Yes, okay. Bloody Birthdays on October 8th. Whose birthday is it today? 1997, Bella Thorne, who starred in Amityville: The Awakening, another Amityville reference.
Oh, my God.
I Still See You, Keep Watching, Masquerade, Forget Me Not, The Seer, and Scream, the TV series. 1980, Nick Cannon, he's hilarious, appeared in Day of the Dead.
Oof. The remake.
Yeah, that's rough. Let's see. In 1979, Kristanna Loken, who starred in Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, and Blood Rain. 1969, Dylan Neal starred in the TV series Blood Ties and appeared in the films Chupacabra Terror and Prom Night 3: The Last Kiss. 1954, the man Michael Dudikoff appeared in Bloody Birthday. 1954, Dusty Kaye, writer for The Twilight Zone Season 1, Episode 22. That's the 2002 version. Okay. 1949, here's a big one. Sigourney Weaver.
Nice.
Starred in Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters 2, Copycat, Galaxy Quest, The Village, Vamps, and The Cabin in the Woods, Wolfie's favorite movie. Yeah. Well, hey, you could say you've seen that, but you still haven't seen Snatch. So
I'd trade that any day. Can I trade Cabin in the Woods for Snatch?
I would expect you to do so. Although I like Cabin in the Woods. Okay, I liked it. 1943, R.L. Stine, author of the Goosebumps books.
Nice.
1936, Mike Thaler, children's book writer for The Black Lagoon Adventures, number 5, the Halloween Party from the Black Lagoon, Black Lagoon Adventures number 25, Friday the 13th from the Black Lagoon, Black Lagoon Adventures number 31, Trick or Treat from the Black Lagoon,
Oh my
and
god.
Hubie Cool number 2, Vampire Hunter. Okay, we know this guy. He likes the Black Lagoon. 1933, Olive Sturgis, actress in The Raven from 1963, as well as episodes of the TV series Matinee Theater and Thriller. 1930, James Olsen appeared in the films Amityville 2, The Possession.
Oh no.
And can't get away from it.
I think I said that when you mentioned that whole fucking intro, I'm like, there's literally one for every day of the year. And I was like, I mentioned during your This Day in Horror History, we're going to probably get one every single fucking time. And sure enough, like whether it's Bloody Birthdays or...
I think we have.
Yeah.
I think we have, yeah. Amityville 2, The Possession, Andromeda Strain, and Moon 02. 1928, Ray Strickland appeared in The Return of Dracula. 1925, Eric Allwright, makeup artist for The Night Watch, Tales That Witness Madness, The Spiral Staircase, To the Devil a Daughter, Dracula, 1979 version, and Bloodbath at the House of Death. 1922, Fred Slark, unit production manager for Devil Doll, Voodoo, Blood Death, The Initiation of Sarah, and Death Moon. Voodoo Blood Death, my God. And finally, in 1906, Rene Cardona directed Night of the Bloody Apes, terrible movie. The Brainiac, another terrible movie. And Santo versus the Evil Brain, a terrible movie, but needs to be watched anyway. And so happy birthday to one and all.
All right. There you go. Happy birthday, everyone. I know you're all listening, so thanks for your support. even the ones that are dead. All right. So all right, well, we got the This Day in Horror History. We got the Bloody Birthdays, and let's see here. We're going to do a trailer in just a bit. And trying to see if there's anything else. Oh, before we do the trailer, I just wanted to say that I watched a few movies this weekend, mostly because it was Tanya's birthday this past weekend, and
happy birthday!
Thank you. I'll pass it along. But yeah, she wanted to have like an 80s birthday. We couldn't go anywhere, so we sort of stayed in, and I made pizza cupcakes. If you can believe that, it's a thing, and they're really good. You just basically take dough, put it in like a muffin, and then put all your ingredients in and some cheese on top. Anyways, MZ seems like he's in disbelief.
No.
And then we watched some 80s movies. So some of the classics, and Tanya either hadn't seen them or hadn't seen them all the way through. And so we did one of the ones that comes up a lot on the show, Just One of the Guys, which is fucking amazing. And
nice. All balls itch, it's a fact.
It's funny because that movie is a little bit more raunchy than I remember in some respects, but then also it's surprisingly ahead of its time also because of talking about like sort of the difference in equality with because Terry couldn't get the gig at the at the newspaper because she was a girl, and so therefore decides to go to another school and enter as a guy. And yeah, it's interesting. It just kind of shines a light on something that wasn't really didn't have a light shown on it back in the 80s, or not much at least. So
yeah.
But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. But Billy Jacoby is fucking hilarious in that movie. And
His buddy. Yeah.
yeah, and also I loved right, and I'm Cindy Lauper. That's probably one of our most quoted lines from that movie. And also, so I watched that. I watched 16 Candles, of course, which is classic, and then also
Nice.
Can't Buy Me Love, which is fucking awesome.
Nice.
And I forgot that the younger brother was Seth Green, like a young Seth Green,
Yeah.
and he's such a
Yeah.
little punk in that movie too. So
Did you wield out your lightsaber when you saw Carrie Fisher show up?
in
Can't Buy Me Love?
no, I think you're thinking of another movie. You're thinking of Loverboy or
Oh, I am thinking of Loverboy. Okay,
Loverboy.
put your
Yeah.
lightsaber back then.
That's a good one though.
No,
I
you're
actually
right, Loverboy. Yeah.
because that was Patrick Dempsey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, he was the pizza delivery guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's actually one I should probably see if Tanya's watched. that yeah, that one was. I remember that one being pretty good. His like because it was like what you had to order extra anchovies or something like that. That was like the code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the code.
I'd forgotten
watch
about that movie.
Watch like Summer School or
Oh, man.
3 O'clock High.
Yeah. Oh, I love that movie. That's another one I wanted to watch with her. Yeah. 3 O'clock High. Yeah. So yeah, we watched those, but yeah, it was good because I hadn't seen Just One of the Guys in a long time, and Can't Buy Me Love. You shit in my house, man. You shit in my house. Courtney Gaines.
Courtney Gaines, yeah.
Dude's awesome. All right. Let's see. All right. So yeah, let's do a little trailer action. We do have a couple people hanging out in the chat. Joshua Libre is hanging out. What's up, Josh? He says, "What up, Trick or Treat Radio? Yo, there has to be an Amityville versus Witchboard movie. Who has the most installments?" Yeah.
Well, actually, throw the Howling in there as well while you're at it.
Yeah, true. Although I don't think anyone's gonna top Amityville,
No.
even though they're not related. But still, like, it's just so many of them. And Corny's hanging out. He says, "Hey guys, what's up, Corny?" And let me just check. We're also on Patreon, live on Patreon, and no chat on Patreon right now. So I think we're caught up for now. All right, so MZ for our trailer reaction. Actually, hold on. I got to get it queued up again. It looks like something happened to it here. Something happened to it, man. All right, so for the trailer, we're going to be doing. This is not a new trailer. This is an old trailer. Well, actually, I should say it's a new trailer for an old movie, and you guys will hear a little bit more about this movie soon, I think. But MZ, this is one of your favorite movies, isn't it?
It's up there.
Or yeah,
It's up there.
maybe not like top 5, but it's one of your.
Yeah. It's a comfort film for me.
Nice.
And and anybody who's into practical effects, a whole lot of practical effects with a really wild story, some bizarre acting, and just all out nuttiness. You have to look at Tom Stern and Alex Winter's Freaked.
Yep.
And as of right now, I believe the 4K release of Freaked put out by, I believe it's Umbrella Productions.
Yep.
Yeah. It just got released just today, or earlier this week rather. And
yeah, it was either yesterday or today. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to this. I need to get my hands on a copy. And I have the DVD version of it, and the DVD itself is rare, hard to find. You'd be paying an arm and a leg to get a copy right now
Hmm.
on the secondary markets. But I'm proud. I'm happy to own a copy, and as well as the action figure that Raven Shadow gave me a couple years ago
Yeah, yeah,
of
that was awesome.
Alex Winter's Beast Boy
Hmm.
character. So I mean, you got Alex Winter, you got Brooke Shields, Mr. T, Randy Quaid, the guy, the kid from Blossom,
Joey
Bobcat
Lawrence.
Goldthwait. No, the other
Oh,
one,
oh.
the less popular one. But he's a riot in this movie. I like him. Uh, yeah, just a crazy mixed up cast and uncredited Keanu Reeves
Yeah, as
as Ortiz the dog
dog
boy.
boy. Yeah, that's right. Yep.
So it's and Megan Ward and just a great flick.
Oh, did you say
Just
William?
a
You
great.
said William Sadler, right?
I did not say I was going to say William
Oh, okay,
Sadler,
okay.
yes, but he's in it as well. He's in it as well. Larry Bud Melman is in it.
Oh yeah, Morgan
Uh,
Fairchild. I forgot she was in that.
Morgan Fairchild,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
she's in it, and Deep Roy is in it.
Yep.
It's just a bonkers movie. If you've never seen this, you are really robbing yourself of a unique film.
Yeah, and it is available now on VOD, the remaster, and the Blu-ray, and was it UHD and Blu-ray is coming out soon in a few weeks.
Hmm.
So we are actually we're figuring out when we're gonna do this, but we're actually going to do it on the show. So the folks, well, let's see here. Let me just pull up the email real quick. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, 4K UHD restoration, and Draft House Films is putting it out. Or Draft House Films is involved, but it is Umbrella Entertainment, I believe. So I don't know if it's like a co production from them,
Hmm.
but yeah, it's Draft House and Umbrella. And let me just double check here on the date. Yeah, so it started streaming digitally yesterday. So October 7th, the 4K UHD restoration is available on VOD, and the collector's edition 4K UHD and Blu-ray will drop on November 5th, and you can pre-order it right now. So we'll be covering this one, and it might just be kind of a bonus. We may not do a full. Well, I mean, we will do like a full discussion, but it'll be like the second film that we do probably. But yeah, looking forward to this because it's one that we've talked about for a long time, and the physical media release sounds fucking awesome. So it comes in multiple versions, and it says it includes UHD and 2 Blu-ray slipcase edition and the coveted collector's edition. All editions include a work print alternate cut of the film, the rehearsal version alternate cut, never before seen behind the scenes features and archival material, filmmaker commentaries, interviews with claymation master David Daniel, and makeup artist and art department supervisor Bill Corso. There's deleted scenes and much more. It says the collector's edition includes additional physical features, including a custom art rigid case, a 100-plus page hardback book
Man.
featuring behind the scenes, new essays by film writers Justin Beam, Whitney Siebold, and Mike Saunders, fan art, a script book, and comic book, custom stickers, replica lobby cards, and canvas poster. Jesus Christ. That's insane.
Yeah. The price tag on that is probably going to be killer, but it's so going to be worth
It's
it.
$85. That's not
85. That's
terrible,
not terrible
for all that. Not
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Because you
I
get the
mean,
book, and the 4K UHD and Blu-ray.
the one thing that I implore everybody to watch, after you've seen the film is to watch the read through.
Yeah.
Watch the it's on the DVD that I have, and it is amazing. I mean, it's just a simple read through where the actors are just standing around acting out their parts and stuff like that, and the little kid who plays Stewie Gluck, he really throws himself into this role. I mean, he is just. I mean, it's practice. It's just a read through, and he is just screaming his fucking head off to the point where if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've seen it, but even Keanu Reeves is like, "Hey, kid, tone it down, will you?"
He's stealing our thunder.
Yeah, he is just screaming his fucking head off.
That's funny.
But
shit,
I gotta get my hands on this. I have to have it. Gimme.
And honestly, like if you look at the price for the regular edition is $48. So I mean, just to pay $37 more, that's not. I mean, I think that's worth it. You know, if you're a fan of the movie, or an extra $37 just for the art book alone, I think is worth it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a pretty great deal. So I don't know if it's limited. It doesn't. Oh yeah, limited edition numbered release. It doesn't say how many though. That from what I can tell. So if anyone's interested, I would jump on it and pre-order. You can go to, let's see, I don't know if it's available on Draft House's site or not, because Umbrella are they an Australian company?
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Okay, so it's shop.umbrellaent.com.au. So I'll look.
All right, so I do have a question.
Yeah.
So the cost that you threw up there, the $85, is that American or is that Australian?
It's a good question because I didn't realize it was an Australian site until just now. So let me just look. I'm looking on Draft House. Yeah, I'm looking on the Draft House site to see if they offer it there. Okay, so the link on their site it links to Umbrella, so you have to buy it through Umbrella, and it's USD, 85 USD.
$85.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So American dollars.
It's still worth it.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great deal. Like the stickers look awesome. Everything it's such a cool set. So there you go. So let's get into the trailer though. And what we're going to do is we're going to watch the remastered trailer for Freaked. And like I said, this is going to be something we're going to be doing on the show soon. And there you go. You can see the
Nice
look of it. But let me go ahead.
Jesus, look at all that.
I know, right?
That's insane.
Yeah. I can't guarantee anything, but I'm trying to see if we can get a copy of a physical copy of it. If we did, they're probably not going to send us the collector's edition. But I'm trying to get a physical copy for us, so we'll find out. All right. Now let's do the trailer. So, yeah, this is Freaked from 1993. This is the official 4K trailer from Umbrella Entertainment. Let me go ahead and make sure it's in 4K, actually. I hate to, show a shitty pixelated version of it. So, all right, MZ, here we go. Let's do a little reaction here.
Ricky Coogan, Rat Pack Sleazebag.
Yes.
Elijah C. Scuggs, Freak Show Tycoon, an amateur bioengineer.
I can look at a guy like Kevin Costner and see a giant peach grub.
When fate brought them together, Mr. Scuggs took an average Hollywood slime ball and made something out of him.
Oh God, this
Yes.
is my good side.
Freaked. It's about friendship,
I thought I told you to shut up!
loyalty,
I say we kill him.
life's big questions,
How many feminists does it take to screw in a light bulb? Oh,
show business.
The public does not want to see disgusting, depraved, violent filth.
And I suppose Jake and the Fat Man was just a fluke.
It's about state-of-the-art technology.
State of the art.
It's about Mr. T's, the bearded lady.
Yes.
am woman. Not like me.
It's about Bobcat Goldthwait as a son.
Oh yeah.
It's the end of the world.
I forgot.
Apocalypse.
It'll make you laugh. It'll make you cry.
And it'll make a cold sore that you thought had healed up start bugging you again.
It's the kind of film Brooke Shields has always wanted to do.
Oh.
Introducing Larry Bud Melman as the President of the United
Larry
States.
Bud Melman. Yes.
Right over little rock star.
In Freaked.
Oh man.
Freaked, but ugly. But funny.
Welcome to show business, moron!
Oh,
Beautiful.
Shit.
Beautiful. That is art.
It's great. Yeah. It's a good trailer. I think it does a little bit of everything. It shows a lot of the the great practical effects in it. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Like I probably haven't seen it since the late 90s.
Last time I saw it was what, maybe 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know you're a
I
big
got
fan,
that
so
kind
yeah.
of time. Yeah, I got that kind of time. Yeah, let me get the thing.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's funny. It has even though he was uncredited, it actually has Keanu Reeves listed in the credits now on this screen that I have it paused on.
Oh, good. Well, he should. I mean, I think he got paid like $1 million to do this movie.
Really?
And by that,
You
yeah.
think you would have done it for free? He doesn't have if I recall correctly, it's not a big part, right?
well, he plays, the Ortiz the dog boy, and
Yeah.
he's got a, he's got a pretty good sized part. I mean,
Okay, maybe I just forget.
yeah. See,
There you go.
let's see. There we go.
And that's the. Did you say it was a Blu-ray or was it DVD?
This is the DVD.
Okay.
And it's almost opaque. You can see right through it almost.
Mhm.
And then you get these characters here.
Oh, there's Ortiz. I see him. Yep.
I don't know if you can see it from the glare.
A
but
little bit, yeah.
yeah, and it's very hard to find this now.
Yeah.
Very hard to find. Very hard to find. And
Mr. T.
and there's Stewie Gluck. Come on. Get it right. Get it right. Come on. There he is. Stewie Gluck. and they got him made up to be like the typical 1950s style type of kid. Red curly hair, freckles all over his face,
Mhm.
glasses with ears that are sticking out to here. Very funny stuff. Oh, and this is from Raven Shadow from a couple years ago.
It's so good.
Ricky Coogan. Ricky Coogan as the Beast Boy,
Yep.
which I proudly have sitting up there.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
Yeah. Looking forward to watching it again and chatting about it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's do a bonus trailer. This is I don't really have much skin in the game, as they say, for this. This is the new Predator Badlands trailer. So I didn't see Predator Prey or whatever that movie was that came out last year or 2 years ago. I hadn't.
That was good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I want to. I just
gotta see it.
haven't
It's
got
good.
around to it. But This is the follow up from director John Trachtenberg, same director, and this is going to be opening in theaters in November. So coming soonish. So let's go ahead and give this one a watch just for the heck of it.
All right.
And here's Predator Badlands reaction.
Welcome to the most dangerous planet in the universe. Where everything is trying to kill you.
Republicans?
You're here to prove yourself. Hunting something that can't be killed. We might not be alone in this hunt.
Yaslan zor için. Det Jediul Naichish.
All right. Yeah, I don't really have, like I said, I don't really, like, it looks cool. The Predator looks awesome.
Yeah.
Elle Fanning seems like a interesting choice. I've only seen her in a handful of things, but well, what have I seen her? Oh, she was in Neon Demon. That's right. She was in that. But I don't think I've seen her in a lot of stuff. But it seems like an interesting choice for like an action kind of hero kind of character. Not to say that she can't do it, but just seems like an interesting choice.
It looks like the Predator franchise is starting to glide its way over towards a more woman-based hero.
Yep.
Because that's what you have in Prey.
Yeah.
Like you said, you haven't seen it, but it's really good. And the main protagonist is a woman.
Mhm.
And she's very good at it. I don't know. The Predator franchise is really bizarre to me because it seems like that franchise, for some reason or other, and there's more bad than good as far as the films in the franchise go. It seems to find its way away from any harsh judgment on more of these movies being made. You don't hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, Jesus, not another Predator movie." For some reason, people seem to tolerate it, even if they're bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange. Like, you don't get that with Alien. If you got a bad Alien movie, people are going to notice it. People are going to say
That's
it.
true. Yeah.
But when it comes to Predator, it seems to keep itself, away from all the bad press and bad publicity somehow.
Maybe people are
I
just
don't know what
so
it is.
happy that there's another one that they didn't think they were going to get more. I don't know. Yeah, it is. It is interesting.
Weird.
I'm sure there are some people out there, but I do know that there was also the Predator animated anthology that came out not like a couple months ago. I think it was on Netflix. So yeah, I mean it's out there, and I think I misspoke. The director's Dan Trachtenberg. I think I might have said John or something like that, but and he's directed he did 10 Cloverfield Lane, and well, he did some other stuff that I've. Yeah, I guess that was his first feature. But he's done Black Mirror. He did an episode. He did an episode of The Boys, and then now he's done Prey, and then he also did some of Predator: Killer of Killers. That's the one I was thinking of, the animated, and then this. And what? He's doing a Waterworld TV series? Why?
Oh, God damn it!
Why?
That is so random.
Because the movie was, did so well and it was so well received that they just have to do
30
this.
years ago.
Yeah. That movie was like, isn't it seen as like a colossal failure? Or
Yeah, it was.
yeah.
It was. I mean, it kind of put Kevin Costner, and his career kind of went spiraling after that. I mean, the guy still had a career, and he did For the Love of the Game, I think, after this. But
He did The
which was
Postman or whatever.
which were mild successes. I
Yeah.
think Tin Cup as well. But his career was never really the same after that movie.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, for ratings, it's on IMDb anyways. It's a 6.3 out of 10, which is pretty good. But I just remember everyone made fun of that movie back in the day when it came out. Like,
Yeah.
it was just like the laughing stock almost,
Yeah,
So-
it was like that and Showgirls. I mean, 1995 had
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
really
true.
bad movies then.
Yeah, good point. So, all right, well, a Waterworld TV series. What a world! What a Waterworld we live in. Oh man! All right, so let's see. Trying to think if there's anything else we want to get to. I don't believe so. Let me check the chat. And Evil Corny says Amityville Ginger Snaps should have been a thing. And Corny says, I got The Fall from Umbrella Entertainment. Cool. And Joshua Libre says, damn, Predator Badlands looks expensive. It does that. Oh, man, Waterworld. Yeah, Corny and Joshua Libre, like, this isn't revisionist history, right? Like, Waterworld was very poorly received when it came out. Like, I'm not wrong. We're not wrong about that, right?
No, you're right.
It's just
You're absolutely right. I remember it. I remember it tanking at the box office hardcore. Kevin Costner never really rebounded off of it, and Dennis Hopper as well. I mean, and they sunk a shit ton of money into this movie too. I don't remember how much, but I know the studio lost their shirt from it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm reading something here. This is just from Wikipedia, but it says the most expensive film ever made at the time. Waterworld was released to mixed reviews from critics who praised the futuristic setting and premise, but criticized the execution, including the characterization and acting performances. The film also was unable to recoup its massive budget at the box office, despite being the 9th highest grossing film of 1995. However, the film did later become profitable owing to video and other post-cinema sales. The film was nominated for an Academy Award in the category Best Sound. And the film's release was accompanied by novels, video games, and 4 themed attractions at Universal Studios. What?
Jesus.
So, so Corny says it was poorly received, but I think it's a better film than people said it is. Yeah, I mean, I think
apparently.
Go ahead, MZ. Go.
I was just gonna say, well, it seems like a lot of people agree with him because otherwise it wouldn't have that 6.3 rating on IMDb. So
yeah, so I think it, because it was known as like the most expensive film ever made at the time, I'm sure people held it up to a different standard, and maybe they were expecting something a little bit different than what they got, and I don't know. Apparently, there's an extended edition of it dubbed the Ulysses Cut, and it has a runtime of 171 minutes.
Oh, fuck that noise. No, thank you. I don't give a damn what it is. I'm not watching a movie for 171 minutes. Even though
No?
I have.
Yeah, I was going to say, what? All right. Well, I mean, you know, you could say I'm not watching a 171-minute cut of Waterworld.
Yeah. I did watch, the film Come and See from 1985. That's a Russian war film, Come and See.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
It's over 3 hours long, and I'll tell you, it's worth every minute to watch that. It is good.
Yeah, there's some movies that are long that are fine. I think it's really, it comes down to whether or not it's earned, right? Like if the runtime is worth the time investment, then sure. But if it's just a director sort of just wanking through its edit, I think it's just a little bit too much to take sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
There's oh shit, what is the name of the director? Let me see. It's a Russian director. I know he's got a bunch of movies that are really long. Andrei Tarkovsky.
Yeah.
So I know the movie Solaris is almost 3 hours. Stalker, I think, is close to 3 hours. I've actually never seen these movies, and I would like to. I know his work is very highly regarded. But yeah, Stalker is 2 hours 42 minutes. But yeah, very influential stuff. So it's something kind of a bit of a blind spot I'd like to check out. One other film I watched. We did this for the Star Wars show, actually, because we're doing sci-fi horror for the month of October. And I hadn't seen it since like maybe the 80s, but we did the Donald Sutherland 1978 Invasion of the Body Snatchers. And it's good, man.
Movie.
It's really good.
Good movie.
Yeah.
That is a good spooky movie right there.
Yeah.
Leonard Nimoy and Jeff Goldblum and Karen Allen, and yeah, great. And Donald Sutherland is just magnificent.
You know what? It's not
fucking
Karen.
awesome.
It's not Karen Allen. It looks it looks like her.
Yeah, it's oh god damn it, not Karen Allen.
Brooke. Oh shit.
Brooke Adams.
Brooke Adams. Yeah.
Brooke Adams. That's it. Yeah, they look alike. They
Yeah,
really
they do.
Seriously look alike.
I had to do a double take at first. I was like, wait a second.
Brooke Adams, that's who it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really good though, and it was cool seeing a younger Jeff Goldblum, and it just reminded me how many great fucking sci-fi movies he was in the 70s and 80s, huh?
Yeah, right. I mean,
that, The Fly, Buckaroo Banzai.
Yeah.
Shit, what are the
Vibes?
Vibes? I do like that movie.
Vibes. If you want to call that 10-speed and brown shoe,
Vibes. Oh shit, I haven't seen that
now he
movie.
does apartments.com.
Ugh. Yeah.
Look, you can never get enough Jeff Goldblum.
No,
all
no,
right?
I
So
agree. I agree.
I'm not gonna piss on the guy because he's doing a commercial or two.
Yeah. Oh shit, his first movie was Death Wish. He was freak number 1.
What?
Yeah. He was also
God damn, huh?
He was also in Nashville.
Is he?
Yeah. And from 1975, he was the Tricycle Man. But yeah, he had a bit parts. He was in Annie Hall, but I'm guessing, I haven't seen all of his early movies, obviously, but I'm guessing that Invasion of the Body Snatchers had to have been one of his breakouts. He played Jack Belichick.
Well, I mean, he had a yeah. I would think so. I mean, it was a sizable role next to Thug Number 1.
Thug Number
So,
1.
Can you picture him being a thug at all? Like at
No.
all.
Yeah, like it's just fucking like wacky thug. Yeah. But
Yeah, give us your money. Give us your money. You know,
oh,
just,
the great Transylvania 65000. Fucking
Of
love
course.
that movie. Oh my god.
of course.
Let me see what else. He was in he was in an episode of Ray Bradbury Theater. Of course, The Fly, that's the big one. Yeah, Vibes from 1988. Earth Girls Are Easy.
Earth Girls Are Easy.
Yeah.
God damn it.
That
yes.
fucking movie's good.
With also with Gina Davis.
Yeah. Oh man, what else? So that's the 80s. Then of course he did Jurassic Park. Whether I know how you feel about that movie, MZ, but that was a big breakthrough for him, and then from there he just Independence Day and whatever else.
Oh God, that's even worse.
I was gonna say you liked his 80s output, and that's about it.
Yeah, his 90s output: Jurassic Park, The Lost World,
Yeah.
Independence Day.
Although he is,
Jeff, what have you done to me?
he is great in the Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
Yeah.
I do like him in
yeah.
that. So yeah, I mean we could go down his whole fucking career. We don't need to.
Yeah.
But yeah, just it was really really cool seeing a young Goldblum in that movie.
Well, anything Wes Anderson is worth watching. So,
Yeah, I agree. And he's in a lot of Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Corny says about Waterworld, it's Mad Max on water. Yep. Joshua Libre says you guys are right, but it's not bad, and I still see the Waterworld stunt show at Universal when I go. Nice.
Oh, so you're the one keeping the whole production afloat.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah, exactly. And he says Dennis Hopper be doing Dennis Hopper things on that movie. And Courtney says Ryan Gosling mentioned being in the stunt show in the Fall Guy film. Oh, that's pretty funny. Actually, I still haven't seen Fall Guy. And Courtney says the dog with the man's face freaks me out in Body Snatchers. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That fucking scene, man.
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right. Let's wrap this up because we got a movie to talk about. So, there is another chat. James Ellis, Tarkovsky's Gimp Hour. Our pal says, Stalker is life. Everything by Tarkovsky is spellbinding. May I please suggest you also review Bellatar's Santan Tango? 7 hours. You'll be loving that.
Ugh, good.
There you go. You want to watch
Give
that?
it to
MZ?
Raven Shadow. He'll give
Yeah.
it to Raven Shadow. Let him watch it.
Should-
he'll have a fucking heart attack.
Should we tell Raven Shadow that we're going to do the film Santan Tango? If he asks, we'll tell him that movie. And then he'll look it up and be like, what the fuck?
And what is it? It's Russian or?
I'm looking it up. Let me see. Yeah, 7 hours, 19 minutes. Holy shit. Here's the it's a period drama, psychological drama. Here is the synopsis. On the eve of a large payment, residents of a collapsing collective farm see their plans turn into desolation when they discover that Iramas, a former coworker who they thought was dead, is returning to the community.
Now, see, why can't they make an attraction at Universal for that?
Holy shit. This listen to this. This is just I'm not going to read the review, but this is the title of someone's review. Beautiful 7.5 hour black and white film of muddy countryside. It's really selling me.
Yeah, right.
Wow. I'm trying to find out. This is it's in Hungarian, so it's a Hungarian film. 7
Yeah,
hours,
wow.
19 minutes. Sound is in mono, and it's a 1.66 aspect ratio.
Ooh.
I don't know, man. That would be like I can watch movies, and I like watching movies, but I don't know if I could watch that in one sitting.
In order for you to sit down and watch that in one sitting means you would have to sit around for over 7 hours
I know.
in one sitting. And who really does that except me on the weekends?
Exactly. I guess you'd have to be able to take bathroom breaks. I'd say so. But man,
There's got to be intermissions.
I hope
has to
so.
be intermissions. Jesus.
I mean, even 2001 has an intermission,
yeah,
and that's not even
and that
that's
runs
like
only
not even half the time.
yeah, that's not like 2 hours 20 minutes or something like that.
It is 2 hours 29. I just looked it up. Yeah. To me, that's not even long. Like that movie doesn't feel long to me at all, and I've seen it a bunch of times. So
Well, that's because he's so engrossed in it.
Yeah,
Because it's so
yeah.
visually interesting. You know.
yeah. All right, so we're not going to do Santa and Tango, if I'm even saying that correctly. We're not going to do that next week. Sorry. However, we are going to take a break in just a moment, and before we do that, we're going to let you know how you can help support the show. And the best way is through Patreon, patreon.com/trickortreatradio. You can go ahead and support for as little as $2 a month, and it goes up from there. And if you want to get into the highest tiers, you can go ahead and do that, and you can get your own Patreon takeover. And you get to come on the show with us if you'd like, and you get to choose the 2 films that we discuss. So give that a look, patreon.com/trickortreatradio. And we recently released our Patreon exclusive episode, and that episode was about censorship, the right to censor, censorship in horror most specifically. So if you haven't already checked that out, go ahead and do so. And give it a look. Patreon.com/trickortreatradio. And the other ways you can help support are by going to trickortreatradio.com, scroll down on the front page, and look for the Amazon logo. Click it. It's going to bring you to Amazon. It's going to input our affiliate link, and then we get a little cut of everything you purchase. So, if you buy several things, Prime Day is going on right now. Like, I don't even know. Prime Day is apparently happens multiple times. So it's like more than one Prime Day. I don't know. I feel like it's like once a week now or something. But if you want to buy some shit, use our link. Just click it on trickortreatradio.com and then buy whatever you're going to buy, and we get a little cut. And finally, on trickortreatradio.com, there are the greatest hits of Trick or Treat Radio. And it is a nice little sampler of the early years. There's interviews, arguments, songs, highlights, lowlights, midlights, everything in between. So give that a listen, and you can go ahead and help support that way. So there you go. Those are the ways you can support. All right. MZ, you want to take this? You want to take us into break? Since this is typically a Raven Shadow thing, you got something on deck? Got any stories?
No, I don't. No. I'm all storied out right now.
All right.
Let me see. What have I got to think of here? I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, how about this? I'm sure that some of you have heard about the fact that Scream Factory is going to make their Friday the 13th deluxe box set out of print. They're not making any more. You're not going to find them anymore. So if you don't have the Friday the 13th Blu-ray box set that came out a few years ago, I strongly urge that you pick it up, because they ain't making no mo, Joe. And I want you to have that and have some fun. Now, I don't know whether or not they're going to go 4 full K, if that's what this means. The first four films in the set are 4K, but the remaining are not.
Great. Looks like we lost MZ. So we're going to...
K
Oh.
Transfers of this or not?
We lost you for a sec. You're back, though. You're back.
Oh, Okay. So I don't know if we're going to be getting. Seems like the next logical step.
Yep.
But what?
No, good. Keep going. You cut out again,
Oh,
but you're
okay.
good now.
And why am I cutting out? Okay. So anyway, so go out, pick it up if you don't have it, because they ain't making any more. And I'm going to go strap on.
Okay, we'll be right back.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Bomboleo! What's up, my noogies? This is Michael Ravenshadow from the Trick or Treat Radio podcast. All right, I'm here to talk to you about my buddies, the Mill Creeps. And I don't care if you live in Hawaii or the great state of Canada. Let me tell you something. Podcasts are the same all over the world except for the Mill Creeps. So listen, why don't you download the Mill Creep Show? But listen, turn the fans on, all right? So I want you to do. Get your fans on, turn the Hot Pockets on the microwave, turn it up to high, and download the Mill Creeps, okay? Maybe get your boys over the house. Maybe you can help you paint the deck. Maybe you can just paint each other. You know, it's crazy, it's sleazy, it's a little bit scary, and just do that. So that's what I'm doing. What am I doing? I'm putting DMX on right now, and I'm going to listen to some Mill Creeps.
Download the Mill Creeps on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, or millcreeps.libsyn.com.
Thank you guys for having me on. It's a blast. You guys are awesome.
Thank you so much.
And, you know, Trick or Treat Radio, man. That's where it's at. That's the new Fangoria Radio is Trick or Treat Radio.
Don't say that.
You really put us under.
It's like swearing in church. I don't know.
You just jinxed us.
Yeah. you put a lot on our shoulders just now.
Well, we can strive for
you
greatness.
guys are awesome. You really are. You got a great show.
The following message is a paid advertisement for the Cult of Muscle podcast. The Cult of Muscle. You're either in it or you're dead.
It's the dawning of a new age. The halls of Valhalla have been shuttered. The heroes of yore have either retreated to the shadows or taken to capering for the amusement of the small folk, their past glories a distant memory. The barbells have been torn from their once puma-strong grips, the beards shorn from their square jaws, only to be transplanted onto flannel-clad, puny weaklings with fingers barely powerful enough to strum a ukulele. The time has come, my brothers, to restore order from the chaos. No longer will our heroes be forgotten. No longer will their great deeds be viewed through a foggy lens of irony. Hear now our rallying cry as we scream it from the mountaintops, as we bellow it from iTunes and Libsyn and Facebook. It's time to join the cult, my brothers. So don your cloaks and enter the Cult of Muscle.
All right, we're back on Trick or Treat Radio. And, oh wait, I almost forgot about this thing. All right, now let's do our movie discussion. All right, it's time for our feature presentation. And this week we're talking about the film Jimmy and Stiggs. This film is, well, it saw some festivals in 2024, but it got its official release in 2025. It is 1 hour, 19 minutes. It is a horror sci-fi written and directed by Joe Begos. And it stars Joe Begos, Matt Mercer, Riley Dandy, Jason Eisner, Josh Ethier, Dean Evans, Jim Koontz, Alistair Legrand, Nicholas McCarthy, Josh Miller, and also features a cameo. I didn't recognize him quite at first, and I was like, wait a second. It's our buddy Steven Scarlatta. He is an alien abductee and expert, so he's one of the talking heads in that sort of the documentary style that they show, like kind of early on in the first third. And so Joe Begos, he's a director. We've done, I think, if not all of his films, we've done most of his films. Actually, we've done all of them, all of his features. So he did Almost Human in 2013. He did The Mind's Eye in 2015. Bliss in 2019. VFW in 2019 as well. And then he did Christmas Bloody Christmas in 2022. And then Jimmy and Stiggs. And this one took him, I think, about 4 years to make, and it was done during COVID. And it's interesting because while it's probably one of the least expensive films he's done, from what I understand, it is probably one of the best looking ones he's done. So, we'll get into that.
Definitely got a visual style.
Yeah. MZ, I think your mic is up a little bit. Like if you put it down, put it down closer to your mouth. It sounds like it's a little too far away.
Oh.
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
There?
Yep. And also, we've had Joe Begos on the show before. Let me go ahead and try to find that episode. But we had Joe Begos, Mickey Keating, and our buddy Jared Blinkhorn was in studio. And Jared is friends with both of those guys. And he actually grew up with Joe Begos in Rhode Island. So was kind of cool having Joe on the show. Let me just see if I can find that episode title. Let's see. Man, he shows up a lot on our notes because because we've done a lot of his films.
So this is his sixth film that we have been talking about.
Yeah.
That's hard to believe. Jeez, he's probably the one that we've reviewed the most, huh?
I don't know.
He's got to be up there.
He's got to be up. He's up there. Like probably top 5. Yeah, probably top 5, top 10, maybe top 5. Can't find what the fucking episode was it? It had to have been on like the 200 or 300, somewhere around there. I'll try to. I'll keep looking it up while
I'm trying to think of. Well, I'm trying to think of the titles of the movies. Can you name the movies again?
Yeah.
I think I know.
It was Almost Human, The Mind's Eye, Bliss, VFW, Christmas Bloody Christmas, and then this one.
I think it was during Almost Human. I think it was his first film that we worked with that we talked about. I think it was Almost Human. Because I know it wasn't VFW.
No, yeah, it was before that.
I
think it was around Mind's
it was
Eye.
before that.
Yeah, I think it was before Mind's Eye came out. I think you might be right about that. Because I think we talked about it.
I think it was during Almost Human. Yeah.
All right. I'm having trouble finding it, but I'll continue to look for it. Usually it comes up like pretty quickly when I do a search, but yeah, having trouble locating it right now. But I will go ahead and pull it up in case anyone is interested in going back and listening to that. All right, so and the synopsis for this one. A perfect storm of lousy news sees out-of-work filmmaker Jimmy Lang spiral into a bender, during which he claims to have been abducted by aliens, and fearing their return, he contacts his old friend Stiggs to help him gear up for war. All right, so let's get some first impressions here. So MZ, go ahead and let's hear what you got to say.
Okay, well, I have heard of this film before, and I have heard it gaining some traction, that this film has some legs. And I can tell you right now that this is what independent filmmaking is all about.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. This is independent filmmaking at its core. And I'll rank that right up there next to Jim Van Bebber, next to Mark Polonia to a certain degree. Yeah, it's independent filmmaking at its peak. You know, you said it was made during the COVID times, and a lot of people did that. But to have it set in your own apartment. You know, it's a bold move, but at the same time, it could really be the only move that you make, considering the time that it was made, and therefore it gives off a very claustrophobic feel. To me, I feel like Begos has hit the jackpot with this one. The overall lack of actors in this film helps that out. The story works its way around the fact that it has such a small cast. It really helps that story along, that there's really a small cast here. It's got its own visual style that's really intriguing. Although it does feel a little heavy-handed at times. I'm certainly not putting it down, but it does feel a little heavy-handed at times, considering that the blood that's in the aliens just happens to be blacklight paint, you know. So, but it gives off a very visual appeal. There's a visual appeal to it. It's bright, colorful, meanwhile being dark and brooding at the same time. You know, so if you know how a blacklight works and how it works against blacklight paint, that's pretty much the effect that you have here in this film, and it's a striking effect, and it doesn't overstay its welcome. You know, what is it, like an hour and a half? It doesn't really overstay its welcome all that much. You know, to the point where you're just getting sick and tired of seeing the same thing over and over and over again. Begos puts in enough action and atmosphere and drugs in this film to keep you guessing and to keep you wanting more. This is an interesting flick. It's really interesting.
Yeah. I'll give mine in just a moment, but I will say I found the episode, and it's actually one of my favorite films that we have discussed on the show. Episode 193, Baskin, 31 Flavors of Hell, where we talked about the film Baskin, which, like I said, is one of my favorite films that we've done in the history of the show. And it's funny because we initially had Mickey Keating on. He was the guest that we booked, but it just so happened that Joe Begos was hanging out with them. So we got an extra added bonus of Joe Begos.
Yep.
I think we might have had Joe on one other time. I'm trying to remember if we did.
I can only remember one time that we had him on.
Yeah, I think that's right. So I think it was just that one. But yeah, so it was episode 193, Baskin, 31 Flavors of Hell. And yeah, we had Mickey Keating and Joe Begos. So if you guys want to go back and check that out, that would be a good one to give a listen to. All right, so for my first impression, I agree with a lot of what you said, MZ. This movie is truly like the spirit of independent filmmaking. Like, this is the definition of rebel without a crew. You know, like when Robert Rodriguez wrote the book on it, literally wrote the book on like independent filmmaking. Now, of course, Joe Begos had a crew. It was a very small crew, and it was comprised of his close friends. But he had a crew nonetheless, but it was a very small crew of folks. And this film, it's funny because Joe has some really outstanding films. Like VFW was really awesome. Mind's Eye was good. Almost Human. Like, all of his movies like have some really solid stuff in them. And he shows his talent and his chops in all of them. But I feel like this one, it captures maybe his truest vision. You know, and maybe it's because it's a very simple setup, very simple story, that he was really able to just maximize everything. It's like taking I don't know, like, this is maybe a weird analogy, but like if you want like the juice from a lemon, and you were to like just cut a lemon and squeeze it, you're just getting like some of it. But if you use one of those fucking, like, I forget what they're called, like the juicer things where you have like the handle that you put over it and you squeeze every last drop out of it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he literally squeezed every last drop out of this film and this idea. And it's and it never goes too far overboard, which I think is the good thing, because this kind of runs the risk of overexposure and having kind of a bit of a one-note story. But I think there's enough variance in here that really keeps it fresh for a film that takes place in one location, in his apartment, and that's legit his real fucking apartment. He didn't rent that to make the movie. That's where he lives. And it's fucking impressive. This is an impressive it's a testament to his skill and his vision that a film like this exists, let alone gets made. Now, is it my favorite film of his? I'm still not sure about that. I think it's his most complete vision, and I feel like this really captures just that independent spirit and that fucking just like drug, alcohol fueled nightmare, you know? And this is, when you look at Joe Begos, like, you see a dude's got long hair, a beard, he's into heavy metal. Like, this seems like the embodiment of Joe Begos, you know, from the very little I know about him. This feels like it's like the embodiment of him. It contains all these things that he loves. And it's really a passion project, and it shows. And this is in the style of, you know, it says this on the poster, so I'm not, you know, I'm not pulling this out of thin air, but like on the poster it says Begos' answer to Peter Jackson's Bad Taste or Sam Raimi's Evil Dead. Now, I'm not going to compare it to those films because I still feel like those films are, you know, next level. However, it does capture that spirit. This is that same fucking DIY spirit. And it has a feel, like a similar feel to like Bad Taste. I wouldn't say Evil Dead quite as much. I feel like there's definitely more Bad Taste in this than Evil Dead. And it's not just because of the aliens. It's just like, I feel like there's just, it's a closer connection to that film than Evil Dead for me anyways. And it also says, like They Live meets Dead Alive on Speed. And another quote says, batshit insane. And I think all those are pretty appropriate. I wouldn't... the only thing that's like They Live about it is that fight, right? Like there's one fight scene that takes place for like maybe 10 minutes or something. So I wouldn't necessarily say They Live, but and also I wouldn't say Dead Alive either. Like this movie is not like Dead Alive at all. Bad Taste more so. But it's impressive, and like the practical effects, just the fucking sheer like neon goop and blood, and also like the final shot. I won't say too much about it right now, but that final shot I thought was fucking awesome, and like it's like nothing I've ever seen before in a film.
Yeah.
And
I've never seen an ending like that before either.
Yeah. We got there's also some first person perspective we see at the beginning and kind of at the end. So if you're watching this and you don't love the first person's perspective, don't worry, it's not the whole movie. It's just sort of like the intro and the end. But it actually is a really cool effect. Like I love that scene when he gets lifted up to the ceiling when it's in first person in the beginning, like, you know, and he kind of at the end of the movie, it has like a little behind the scenes with Eli Roth, and he kind of talks about how he did that. But this is all fucking in the camera, and he even made his own credits. Like the credits he used, like, what are they, gels or something? Like, so very cool. Like this is such, like, just kind of old school independent filmmaking, and it looks fucking awesome. It's shot on 16 millimeter, and it looks so good. Not just the film stock, but also just the colors and just the way it's lit, the way the camera moves. It's, I think he really had to be inventive with this because of the limitations that were placed on him and, in the location. And also, I'm amazed that he never got kicked out of his apartment, because apparently he never asked for, like, he didn't like mention anything to landlords or neighbors or anything. So there must have been some late night screaming coming out of that apartment.
I can only imagine, because there is a lot of screaming.
Yeah.
There's some chainsaw action.
Yeah,
and
a fucking live chainsaw.
Not even counting that, but I mean, just what he did to the walls and the ceiling of the place. I mean, it's like, how the hell did he get away with something like that?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I know he did build, like, I think he built like a wall, because there's a scene where he opens the door and there's like a brick wall. So I think he kind of like built like a wall behind the door. So it had to be super inventive. But that alone is really just damn impressive to see what he was able to do with this and make I would say a pretty memorable film. Like it's sort of like the Gray Man style Aliens. He wanted to go classic on this, and I think that was a good move on this, on this part. So yeah, it's impressive. Is it my favorite of his? I'm still on the fence, but it's a damn impressive film, for sure.
Yeah.
So, all right, MZ, let's dive in a little bit deeper here.
All right.
So yes, shot on 16. It just looks so good, right? Like, could you, even without knowing, did you have like the thought that this might be 16?
I didn't even think it was film.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I know Begos likes to use, actual film. I believe he's used it in his other projects as well. But no, I couldn't tell. I mean, honestly, because of the way the way the colors worked in frame and the action and the camera movements and all that, it was really kind of hard to get a grasp as to whether or not this was digital, 16 millimeter, or whatever. It was kind of hard to grasp, but also at the same time, I really didn't have time to even, try and figure that part of it out because there was just so much going on here. It's almost wall-to-wall action.
Yeah,
And
it is.
and sometimes independent films, especially, they'll try a little bit too hard to compensate for the fact that they are independent, that they are low or no budget, or maybe slightly inexperienced, which of course we all know that Joe Begos is not. But I think the action in this film kind of ran itself rather smoothly. It wasn't, a hat on top of a hat on top of a hat. It went from one to another to another to another, and without it tripping over itself, trying to make you, understand what the hell is going on. You have a full, you have a full idea as to what's going on here. You have, it's there, it's laid out for you, and it's not hard to follow.
Yeah.
With the camera work, sometimes that could trip you up, because it's like, all right, some action going on, camera shaking around a little bit or a lot, and next thing you know, this character happens to show up, or this weapon happens to show up out of thin air. It's like, what the hell? Where this all the stuff and these people come from? It's not like that here. It's laid out pretty smoothly. Begos had a pretty distinctive idea as to what he was going to do with the camera shots. He had it all mapped out. I feel he had it all mapped out. He knew exactly what he was doing here.
Yeah. And so I'm looking here on Kodak.com, and I guess I didn't know this, but I guess Kodak has a podcast called the Kodakery. Kodakery. And it says episode 150 of the Kodakery featuring Eli Roth and Joe Begos, presented by the Horror Section, is now available to listen to. So you can check that out on Kodak.com, apparently. But they even have like a behind the scenes video. So obviously they had him on because he shot it on Kodak. So it says shot on Kodak 16 and 8mm film. So there was some 8mm stuff. You know what? I wonder if the first person's perspective was the 8mm, because having a smaller camera probably so that you could put it like right here. Yeah,
it did look a little different.
Yeah,
now
that's
that you
probably what it
mention
was.
now that I'm thinking about it, it did look slightly different. Yeah. I feel that as far as the script is concerned, I feel that, I don't know for certain, but this is my take on it, that Begos had bullet points of what he should hit and what his co-star would hit, the one who played Stiggs.
Matt Mercer. Yep.
And I think they just had bullet points on what to talk about, and everything else was just pure energy. That because there's no way that you come up with dialogue like this on a scripted page. You just don't. That the stuff that they're saying and coming out of their mouths, that's pure energy. That can't be scripted. I mean, and if it is scripted, then they're better actors than I'm giving them credit for.
So they are real life friends, I know that. But Matt Mercer, who played Stiggs, you might remember him from such films as Contracted, MZ. He was like the boyfriend in that. Like
Really?
yeah, he was
Wow.
like one of the lead. Yeah, he was also, he had just a bit part in Christmas Bloody Christmas, and Deathcember. He was in one of those.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And he was in Bliss. He had a bit part in Bliss, another Joe Begos.
Bliss was good.
Psychopaths. He played a character in that. That was the Mickey Keating film. and he was also in Beyond the Gates, that Steven Scarlatta written movie. Let's see. Yeah, he was in The Mind's Eye, that's right. And he was in Contracted 1 and 2. I think now, I mean, he still does act, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's like pretty fucking well known in the, what is it, like the D&D live plays world. Let me see what Critical Role, that's what it is, yeah. So let me see if is it the same? I just want to make sure it's the same guy, because there could be another Matt Mercer. Maybe I'm just Matthew Mercer, known professionally as, let's see. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a different dude, because yeah, he looks different. So yeah, just someone with the same name, I guess. That's really funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that he actually was the same person for some reason, because of the name, because I've never seen Critical Role. But yeah, so we have two people with the same name that I thought they were the same person, because of course it is. But yeah, so it's a different person altogether, so never mind. But yeah, so the I don't even know where to begin with this. It's let me just say this. So after I watched it, I messaged, our friend Rocky, and I said to Rocky, Rocky, this week, I said, you have to watch Jimmy and Stig's when you're really high with a huge bowl of cereal, because like I just feel like this is such a, like, that's just kind of the vibe, like. And Rocky loves, like, he smokes a lot of pot, he eats a lot of edibles, and he loves eating cereal.
No, the hell you say.
But I was just thinking, like, this is like, for someone who, like, that's their fucking thing, man. Like, I feel like people would just fucking eat this shit up, This is like a midnight movie, definitely. Like, I would love to see this with a crowd. I think this would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There's great weapon gags, or just weapons, I guess. There's some really good violence. There's a good fight between Jimmy and Stiggs, and lots of alien mayhem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though and the it almost goes towards Ed Wood territory,
Yeah.
where, because the aliens, they're nothing but dummies or blow up dolls or something to that effect, and you could see them like trying to, like, when they're in a one-on-one fight with an alien, you could see them moving the arms around on the alien to make it look like it's attacking them, kind of like the way Bela Lugosi did in Bride of the Monster.
Oh yeah.
With the killer octopus at the end of the movie. So it almost goes into Ed Wood territory, which I got a big kick out of. The fight scenes are fun, What I did notice, though, is that for a movie in which there's only two people in it for about 95% of the time,
Yeah.
there is a sense of distrust between the two, and because some things happen that the other person isn't aware of, so there's this whole discussion about these implants that are put into their jaws that can manipulate one or the other to do their bidding, to do the alien's bidding. And so there's a surprising amount of tension in that regard, and mistrust between only two people. And the tension is really, really, not really high, but it is palpable. You know, it's there. You wonder who is lying, who isn't. You know, who's telling the truth or whatever. And you know, it gets really interesting to find out what happens in the end and all that. You know, so surprisingly enough, in all the crazy batshit insanity that's going on in this film, the lack of trust in this film is also, you know, it's pretty high and it's noticeable, and you know, it keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Yeah, and I think that kind of goes hand in hand with the subject matter, like, you know, the alien abductions, and like they have like talking head documentary scenes where they're talking about what happened when they were abducted, and I feel like that kind of adds to that, not necessarily conspiracy theory, but it does create this sort of feeling of, like you said, like distrust. You know, you don't know who to believe, and there's a lot of drugs, like a lot of drugs being taken in this. So you it's an unreliable narrator too, in the way that, is this legitimately happening, or is this dude just fucking high, like beyond his fucking, you know, beyond what his brain can handle, you know?
So many drugs, so much alcohol. My God, it looks like a Saturday night at Raven Shadows.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. I mean, it has the drugs and the alcohol, which is Raven Shadow's appeal. It has a brief but noticeable scene of adult films being played, and they show a shot of Kay Parker, the original MILF, and also the guy has a framed Cannibal Holocaust poster on his wall. Okay?
Yeah, I'm glad you remembered that. I wanted to bring that up.
I'm like, okay, I gotta hit this guy's place one of these days. You know, it can't be all bad of a guy if you've got Kay Parker adult entertainment playing on the TV and a Cannibal Holocaust poster hanging off the wall. So
that is true.
Yeah, but there's so many drugs, and it's like they're taking the drugs just to fire themselves up against the aliens, not to mention against each other.
Yeah.
But you know, I can't help but think that they're doing it just for recreational as well. You know, like in the middle of all this fighting and all this blood and carnage going on, that they're just drinking and pounded down coke by the fucking line.
Bump full.
I mean, oh my God, so much coke is inhaled.
Yeah.
That it's like they take a time out to do all this stuff, not to fire themselves up, but just as a recreational thing, you know?
Yeah.
Which is kind of comical to me.
Yeah, it just feels like such a throwback to me, you know? Like there really aren't films like this made now. I can't think of anything that's even remotely close. Can you?
No. Well, I mean, VFW, I mean, it's not exactly like this, but it takes place in a locked up location, much like here, where they're battling the forces of evil from the outside that get inside, much like what you have here. And there's some distrust amongst people, just like we have here. You know, I mean, I think it's a much smaller, more independent version of VFW. That's what it seems like to me. Now I'm thinking about it and talking it out, it kind of seems that way. I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I can guess I can see what you're saying. I guess the big thing I'm talking about is like almost all like one location shoot on film with like just nonstop like violence and drugs and you know, there is just so much neon fluid being like thrown around in this, and it just has a cool effect to it. It's just very unique. You know, we've seen some things that are kind of like this, and you know, maybe that's where the Evil Dead analogy kind of comes from, because that, at least Evil Dead 2 anyways, features a lot of gru, a lot of fluids, blood and whatnot. And in this, there's a lot of it flying around, and you know, it's done in a really interesting way that, you know, kind of enhances the way that it's shot in, you know, in sort of a dark apartment. So I do think it's a really interesting look to it. So it makes it really stand out.
The color palette that's used here, if you want to call it that, is kind of reminiscent to me of Street Trash.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The 1986 film, and you know, they use vibrant colors, and they pop because it's during the day. You know, and if it was during the night, it might work too. But the entire film was a day shoot. You know, just about. And when those colors pop, they really pop because the sunlight hits them, and it's really vibrant.
Mm-hmm.
Here it's just the exact opposite. But here's what I mean when I said that I feel like its hand was held a little bit. The idea of using like neon colors for the blood of the aliens, it's a good look, and it looks really, really, you know, it pops, it hits you right in the eyes.
Yep.
But it just seems like the hand is held maybe because, oh, by the way, the aliens that are invading this place just so happens to be lit up by black light.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so it's a little bit too convenient to be, you know what I mean? It just seems a little bit too convenient for Jimmy to be living in an apartment where he uses nothing but black light, and the aliens that come down have neon blood.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's kind of a handheld thing, you know, but you know, I'm not complaining. It looks great. It's just one of those little things that I noticed that kind of like says, well, maybe, of course, I don't know how the hell you could have made it work, you know, not using the black light, but it was probably more of a artistic choice to use neon blood rather than regular blood, since he knew he wasn't going to, you know, clean the place up anyway.
Right, exactly, yeah. Yeah, did you watch the behind the scenes at the end?
You have to ask me that.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
I did.
All right. Of
yes,
course.
I did.
But yeah, he talks about that, and he says that he still had blood stains on his ceiling. He's like, I don't even know how to get that out.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's funny.
You know, he really didn't, you know, he just kind of did what he wanted to do without really thinking about the ramifications of that.
Yeah. Which is a very independent director way of thinking, you know, get the shot and deal with the consequences later.
Exactly, yeah. And that's, you know, that really is what this film is. I feel like that's kind of the spirit of it, right? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but man, it's just a high octane film. I mean, it just doesn't stop. It doesn't give you time to breathe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It really does. And the fact that it's, you know, lit up by black light, and it's claustrophobic because his apartment isn't very big.
No.
You know, I mean, we're not talking about the Ritz-Carlton here. You know, this is a very small apartment. It's just amazing what he was able to accomplish in here without getting thrown out. You know, I don't know how he did it, man.
Yeah.
But he was able to pull it off somehow
without getting thrown out.
It's independent filmmaking at a very high level. You know, I can't say no. He pulled off something pretty amazing here.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not it's going to be on the same level as Bad Taste and all the other films that were mentioned, that remains to be seen.
Yeah.
I
feel like
I can't put it at that level just yet.
No, I feel like it's I feel like it's you're setting a film up for failure by doing, like, it's so difficult to compare any film to those because they're classics and they become classics over 30, 40 years. So it's not easy to just say, oh, this is in the spirit of this, because then people are going to start thinking about that, so it's really difficult, I think, to do that. So yeah, I feel like it does it a disservice. It's a little unfair to do. But I do feel there is a lot of truth to that. There is like the spirit of that going on here. So it's not wrong, but I feel like it sets it up for higher expectations that people might have otherwise, where I think if you come in with this without any expectations, you'd leave with, very, probably a more, a better view of it, or a more impressed view of it. So.
Yeah, when I saw the poster art for this film, I was like, okay, well, it's got a lot of color to it.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that'll translate somehow in the film. And I'm happy to say that it does. I mean, the color is pretty much the same thing. Okay, pink.
Yep.
Hot pink. I mean, there's a lot of hot pink going on here. And so you're not going to get a bouquet of colors like you would in
or a
Street
bouquet
Trash.
of dildos.
Yeah, exactly. But the violence is there. You see caved in heads, you see broken arms, I mean, it's pretty wild. Just the violence is just so unbelievable. Even though it is just paint and under a black light, I mean, you believe it because you see this stuff oozing out of these creatures, I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty nuts. I'm really curious, like, what other people think of this, because I feel like this kind of speaks to a lot of the stuff that we like, a lot of the classic films that we grew up with. So I'm curious to see what other people would think of it, though. So I guess if anyone's listening to this live and or after, if you guys have thoughts, feel free to send them our way. Podcast@trickortreatradio.com. Let's see. We get some comments here. Our boy Kessa. What's up, Kessa? Says, did you guys see this on film or streaming? I missed it in theaters. Yeah, we saw it on VOD. So we saw it after its theatrical run. But yeah, this would have been really cool to see in the theater, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I was looking up some other stuff. I want to talk about the score real quick. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this was Steve Moore. Let me just pull up real quick and make sure. And Steve Moore he's done some of Joe Begos' films before. But he's most notably from the band Zombie, Zombi, and they were sort of initially like a very inspired by Goblin. They did music that was like reminiscent of horror soundtracks, so it just made sense that he got into making film scores for horror movies. But yeah, he's a really good musician and composer. Trying to find the info for that here, but also I wanted to, while I look that up, I wanted to talk about the horror section, which is Eli Roth's production and / distribution company, and this ended up being the first film that got released on that that imprint, or production company, whatever we want to call it. And it's kind of interesting. I mean, Eli Roth, he's kind of I would say he's kind of a divisive figure in horror circles, but you can't deny that he's been in some great movies, acting, and also he's directed. And but he's also a really great ambassador for horror, I think. Like I truly think that's probably his best, like where he's best utilized is as an ambassador. He really champions horror, and especially now with the horror section, I feel like he's doing that. And I guess I don't know if he caught this at a festival, or if someone sent it to him that they saw it at a festival. But yeah, he got wind of this and was like, I want this to be the first one we release on the horror section. So yeah, it's kind of cool that he uses his weight to get this out in theaters and also to get it released. But yeah, what's your take on that, MZ? I know maybe you like Eli Roth a little bit more than I do, but what are your thoughts about him being, kind of playing this role and kind of being an ambassador as well?
No, I got no problem with it at all. I mean, I've always said that, I've always said that Eli Roth has a good heart when it comes to horror. When it comes to his films, I feel a little bit differently, even though I think he's gotten a little better over the years. Hostel 2, Thanksgiving, I think are two of his best films. Everything else, pretty much, I could forget about. But if horror needed an ambassador, Eli Roth is the guy for it, because he does have a love for the genre. There's no two ways about it. He wears his horror heart on his sleeve, just like I do, just like you do, just like a lot of people do. And while I don't think his films are all that great, the fact that he's a spokesman for horror, I couldn't pick a better guy, because he gets it. He gets independent features. He gets, foreign films, especially the Italians. No one else will champion the Italians.
Except Raven Shadow.
Filmmaking, except Raven Shadow. I mean, outside of Eli Roth, the only other one that I can think of is Quentin Tarantino. And as great as a filmmaker he is, and he loves horror, but he is also a champion of all types of cinema.
Yeah.
So drama, Western, comedy, sci-fi, you name it.
Yep.
But if you wanted somebody that was just pinpointing and saying horror, Eli Roth is the guy for it. And I'm happy for it. And as far as this label that he has, this production company that he has, you could do worse than Jimmy and Stiggs,
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I think Roth knew that he had to have a winner to open up his company. He had to. If he didn't, then it was going to be curtains for him.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was smart. Eli Roth is a smart guy, and picking Jimmy and Stiggs as his first film, it's a good move. It's a good move. It's a smart move, and it'll show other filmmakers that this is the kind of filming that should be done. Independent, low budget, take no prisoners type of filmmaking. And that's what Eli Roth is looking for.
Yeah.
He's not looking for, $150 million budgets, big names, no brown M&Ms in my fucking candy dish. He doesn't want that. Fuck that shit. This from what Begos has created, that's what he wants. And hopefully from here on out, that's what he gets.
Yeah. And I wanted to read a little bit about the horror section. So I'm on the website, horrorsectionstudios.com. And it says the horror section is a fan-owned 360 media company focused on building a robust intellectual property library and creating the world's premier horror brand. The company was founded by Eli Roth in partnership with Media Capital Technologies to redefine the horror landscape. It is active in film, television, gaming, podcasts, and live events. The horror section has formed strategic partners with iconic events. It's let's see, to bring unique fan experiences, investment opportunities, and new horror movies and franchises to the horror community. Which is kind of cool. Like, we've seen this with some other companies. I actually forgot the name of it now, but there's a company kind of like this that had investment opportunities where fans will buy in and and give some money to the studio, and they'll get like their name in the credits. So it's sort of like a crowdfunding, but not really. It's to help fund projects through an existing company. And people get a piece of ownership in a way, So I think it's a really cool way of going about it, and I think he's really smart to do it this way. Now, I get a little worried about having all these like partnerships with Media Capital Technologies. Like, I don't know what that company is, but like all I think of is like, big fucking big wigs who just care about dollars and cents, But who knows? I don't know the company. I'm just generalizing right now, but it's still a cool thing. And, getting the fans involved in the actual, early on, not necessarily the nuts and bolts of the production, but at least finding out like, oh, okay, this is what's going on with this movie. I've helped fund this. So you get sort of an insight as to what's going on with it. And you maybe get to help make decisions about what happens by, having votes and such. So it is. I think it's a cool thing, and I think it's really smart of him to do. It looks like the next movie is going to be Dream Eater, and it says a filmmaker documents her boyfriend's violent parasomnia during their holiday at a remote cabin in the woods, and as his sleepwalking gets worse, she believes the cause might be something far more sinister. So those are those are the two, Dream Eater and Jimmy and Stiggs. And I don't know what other ones. Actually, I think Dream Eater. No, okay. I thought that might have been Eli's next film, but it's not. It's directed by Jay Drakulich, Mallory Drum, and Alex Lee Williams. So, but yeah, it's Eli Roth Presents. So, yeah, I think it's cool. One other thing I wanted to bring up before I forget is, what did you think about the fake trailers at the beginning?
I forgot about those. They were fun.
We got the piano killer and don't go in the house, bitch.
In the house, bitch. Yeah.
I thought the piano killer, like that, to me, the piano killer struck that fucking. It was like Thanksgiving, like when we saw a Grindhouse and you saw Thanksgiving, you wouldn't think that would ever be a film that would get made, right? But it did.
Right.
And with this, the piano killer, it's so funny because the killer sets up pianos in all these weird fucking places to fall on people. It's fucking hilarious. It's really funny.
Wasn't there like a victim who had like a pair of piano keys sticking out of his mouth to look like bunny teeth?
I think so.
Like
yeah. And there was like a mini piano that fell and took someone's head off in a stairwell or something. It was funny. Like that, I thought set a really good tone for this. And I miss the days of going to see like good trailers in theaters. I feel like nowadays if you go to the theater, it's just like, I don't know, I see 3-minute trailers of like nothing. It doesn't tell you, like it either gives the whole movie away or it's something that's just boring and you don't care about. But this is very relevant to what you're about to see. And, like your fucking story, you're going to see Popeye. Like, the reason you get into horror is because of the fucking movie Popeye. Seeing the Friday the 13th trailer at the beginning of that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, and it didn't it didn't overstay its welcome. 2 trailers, that was it.
Yep.
I don't know if I would think Begos had to direct those.
Actually, I don't know. I thought Eli did. Because it reminded me of the Thanksgiving trailer. At least the first one, the Piano Killer did.
Yeah, maybe. And don't go in the house, bitch. That I have a pretty good feeling neither one of these 2 movies are going to be made.
Yeah, what did it say? Coming in like May 2042 or something like that. It said.
Yeah, don't go in the house, bitch. By that time in 2042, we just might have "Don't Go in the House, Bitch." There'll be a title that has the word "bitch" in it.
Yeah. So yeah, Eli Roth directed them. It says Eli Roth is channeling his grindhouse past with The Piano Killer, a new trailer for his horror studio, The Horror Section, that will be playing in theaters nationwide starting August 15th, attached to the first theatrical release from Roth's new company, Jimmy and Stiggs. And yeah, it says for now it's just a fake trailer for a Dario Argento-style giallo movie about a killer piano.
That's ridiculous. Well, there was the card player, so why not the killer piano?
True.
Jesus Christ. But no, they were fun, entertaining, enjoyable. I did like the trailers. Yeah.
Let me look up "Don't Go in the House, Bitch." Oh, "Don't Go in That House, Bitch." Don't go in that house. Okay.
Oh, don't go in that house, bitch.
And it had Snoop Dogg doing the fucking voiceover.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Let's see. Eli Roth and Snoop Dogg to produce horror movie "Don't Go in That House, Bitch." Is this for fucking real?
What, they're really making it?
Yeah. Yeah. It says Media Capital Technologies and the Horror Section are on board to fully finance and produce the film. In addition to producing, Snoop will also write and produce music for the film's soundtrack.
Oh, give me a fucking break. Well, they got 17 years. They may as well get started on it now.
Jesus Christ. Let me play. I think I found the trailer. Hold on. Let me see.
Clark?
Here's just a bit of it.
Clark, are you okay?
Don't go in that house, bitch.
I can't believe they're fucking doing that. Holy shit.
I like the music.
Yeah, no, I do too, yeah.
Has a very early 80s vibe to it that I dig, man. It's you just, if you're gonna make a fake trailer for a film that's supposedly sometime in the early 80s, early to mid 80s, maybe late 70s, the earliest, it's got to have that right vibe,
Yeah.
Musically, tonally, and also just the way the film stock looks. And while it didn't really have that, the film stock, the way it looked, because it looked kind of fresh and new, the music and the voiceover, it just rang so true to early 80s trailers, and I love that shit. Oh man, what I would give to get back to that time and period and hear that deep voice, say the title, and
yeah,
and that low tone, maybe 3 or 4 musical notes that are used to make the score, and it's just really good stuff, man. And if they're gonna make this, and I'm all for it. I want to see it.
So apparently, Let me see here. I'm just trying to find which one it is. So a movie that's going to be released on his label is called The Ice Cream Man, and I don't think it's a remake of the Clint Howard movie. Let me see. I don't know what happened to that. I knew he was going to release that, but I haven't seen anything about it recently. Is it? I can't tell if it's this one or not. No, that's not it. Yeah, I don't know. But apparently that was supposed to be one of the first films that came out on the horror section. But yeah, I'll read one more thing about this. It says about Don't Go in That House, Bitch. Eli Roth said, there are some ideas that are so ridiculous they don't let you sleep. I've always wanted to make the ultimate haunted house movie, but something unlike any we've seen. Something full-on insane, over the top. When I shared the idea with Snoop, he got it immediately, and it was a no-brainer to make this film together. Snoop loves horror movies, and I want this to be the ultimate collaboration, bringing out the craziest from both of us. Just don't say we didn't warn you. Jesus.
God.
So apparently it's a thing. So there you go. Don't go in that house, bitch.
Okay.
But there's something I really liked about the presentation of this. Like seeing the trailers and the short behind the scenes thing, it was like 7 or 8 minutes maybe. Like it brought me back to the days of like the early days of DVD, really, of you would occasionally see trailers, and then you would also see like there'd be some behind the scenes stuff on it as well. This is before like there's remasters and fucking re-releases and 4K and all that. I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying like I'm thinking back to the early days of DVD when you could watch it all in one sitting. Nowadays, I feel like there's so much that it's multiple sittings to get through everything sometimes,
Yeah.
So I actually like it. I think it's a cool presentation, and I kind of hope he does it for all of these. I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah, and it's not something that's been done in the longest time. I mean, if he really wants to bring back the golden age of VHS and all that other stuff, this is the way to go about it.
Yeah. I just want to play a few seconds of The Piano Killer, and then we'll wrap this up. We'll head to the end of the discussion here. To me, this one just had like a very Thanksgiving feel to it, like the original Grindhouse trailer.
He knows when you're alone.
Like that overdub.
Yeah.
He knows when you're afraid. And when he finds you, your high-pitched scream will go flat.
The Piano Killer.
I don't get it. How the hell did he get here?
Practice. The ultimate weapon has struck a chord with a madman. Now it's his way.
Oh, hello. Back for another piano, I assume.
Or the Steinway.
He has no idea.
So stupid. So stupid. It's his way or the Steinway. Oh, God damn it. So, yeah, I think it's a really cool, just presentation. Everything is just really, really well done. I dig it, and I hope he does more of this, and I hope he continues to do like these fake trailers or even real trailers and behind the scenes stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, and when he does, I just hope that the trailers for these films, if when and if they are actually made, that they carry this vibe.
Yeah,
that they carry this look, this style, the sound. If it's anything different than that, it's not gonna feel genuine. It's not gonna feel real.
Yep.
And there's, I mean, they did that with Thanksgiving. The trailer, the fake trailer, sounded great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then the actual trailer for the film came out a bunch of years later, and while still good, it something was missing from it because it just didn't have that old school style attached to it anymore. You know.
Yeah, but I actually still haven't seen Thanksgiving, the movie, but apparently, I mean, I know you liked it, and a lot of other folks did.
Yeah, it is good. Check it out. It is good.
Yeah, maybe I'll watch it this year for Thanksgiving.
There you go. There you go.
No better time. All right, so do you want to go ahead and do the verdict, or is there anything else you had in mind?
No, let's get to it.
All right, so let's go ahead and do the verdict. Oh yeah, do the music. I almost forgot. All right, here we go.
Trick or treat, baby.
I wonder if people would say you're a trick or a treat.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
All right, it is verdict time. We're going to let you know whether Jimmy and Stiggs was a trick or a treat. Get off the screen, Busta. The fuck?
Sick of looking at that asshole.
Something froze or something, so I don't know. I'll try to get. There we go. There it is. Okay, now we're back. All right, MC, go ahead and let's hear the verdict.
Okay. Yeah, this is a treat. I did enjoy this quite a bit. This was fun. High octane, high energy film, independently made, and made in the best possible way. Probably not under the best possible circumstances, but maybe that is what helps, you know. There is the first person perspective that is used in this film, and I think that if you did not have the first person perspective, as a matter of fact, I don't think I know, if you didn't have that first person's perspective at the end of the film, it would not be as effective, because I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah.
That was original, and it is difficult to come up with an original ending. Never mind an original anything else, but an original ending, Jesus Christ. That was top notch. I love that. That was great. I don't know too much about the score because I was too busy watching what was going on screen, so I can't speak on the score. But what I saw on screen was great, old school, low budget, independent filmmaking at its absolute best. And this was just an absolute ball. I want to see this again. Maybe I'll listen to the score this time. Who knows? But this is a big time treat for me. I really like this.
Awesome. For me, yeah, same. I mean, this is a big treat. It's really a tour de force of just independent filmmaking. It's hard to really point to too many films that really work at such a high level, you know, with so little in terms of resources and money and all that. Like, this really is, I think it's his most realized film, and it's just I feel like it's what's the right word I'm looking for here? Like, I can't think of the not unrepentant, but it's just like just unhinged. It's just like, this is true Joe Begos of what he probably wants to do. I think some of his other films, you know, I think he had some more financiers. I think he financed this one himself, if I'm not mistaken. I think he sold a bunch of stuff and just did it himself. So yeah, he was just going to be like, well, I'm just going to fucking do it and see what happens. And so in a way, like, the character, what happens at the beginning, the character of Jimmy, I feel like maybe is a parallel to Joe, you know, trying to get his next gig lined up and all that, and having trouble doing that, and, you know, and in this just sort of strikes out on his own. And yeah, I hope this really gets a, you know, kind of jetpacks Joe Begos to do some more stuff, because I'd love to see him do something with a genuine budget. Because just imagine if he did this with very little budget and small tiny crew in his apartment. Just imagine what he could do with more money and just more resources. So yeah, really good, really fun. This is a true midnight movie that should be watched at late at night, preferably with a crowd, and it just gets nuts. It's just alien fucking violence, mayhem. There's neon blood flying and black lights flowing. It's really interesting. It's really well done. Yeah, big props to Joe for just making this film, getting it out there, and making his vision what it is. It's pure. It's just like the cocaine, pure, and I don't know what a cocaine's like, but yeah. I like the tagline too. It's Jimmy and Stiggs, lose your fucking mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I guess I don't know if he could get it. I don't think he was able to secure the rights for the song, or maybe he didn't want to for the movie, but he got them for the trailer. But he used Ministry's Just One Fix in the trailer, and that I think is very appropriate for this film. So yeah, if you like alien movies, you like independent film, you like drug fueled fucking nightmares, this is definitely the movie for you. It's impressive. It's really impressive what he was able to pull off with this, for sure. All right, that is gonna do it for our discussion of Jimmy and Stiggs. So we got two big treats over here. I would be curious to see what Raven Shadow thought when, maybe when he's back, hopefully next week, we can find out, because I feel like he'd really dig this one. What do you think, MZ?
Oh God, yeah.
Drugs,
just
alcohol.
Just on the cocaine and the alcohol alone.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, so let's see. For next week, this is tough because there's a lot of really cool-looking movies coming out this month. For people wondering, VHS Halloween just came out a few days ago, and I figured, you know what? Let's save it for Halloween. Let people get a chance to see it, and so we're going to save that one till the end of the month. So we're not doing that next, MZ. We're going to save VHS Halloween until, towards the end of the month. But it's on Shudder.
At least I know that it's coming.
Yep, it is coming. And so for folks out there that are wondering, we will be doing it. I figured we would just do it right around Halloween. Might as well give people a chance to check it out. So, this is there's two movies here that was kind of going back and forth on, but I think we'll go with this one here. I just want to make sure. I think it's out. I just want to double check and make sure that it's available on VOD. And nope. This is not the book. I guess there's a book of the same name. Sorry, give me one sec here. But you know what? While I'm looking for that, I will say that we're going to do a bonus film discussion next week, and we will be doing Freaked. So we will check that out. That'll be our bonus film discussion for next week. We'll check out Freaked. And for the other film, this is a VOD, so it's you can get it on Amazon. It looks like it is available there now, and it is one of those $9.99 rentals. So thankfully not one of the premium $20 ones. But the name of
the WWE putting this out?
Yeah, premium.
But $9.99.
$9.99.
Okay.
Yeah, right. They don't charge that anymore. They charge a lot more than that. They'll fucking charge you your fucking annual salary just to go see one show. Fucking pieces of shit. All right, so we're going to do a film called Traumatica. That's TRAUMATIKA. So like trauma, and then TIKA at the back. So Traumatica.
Traumatica.
Yep.
Okay.
And this film has got a pretty good amount of buzz. I saw on the festival run. It's directed by Pierre Sigaridis. I think it's a Greek name. And he did one other film that we did on the show a couple years ago. And it was actually, I remember it was one of the ones that Creepy Girl picked. And that was the film Two Witches. So that was one we did a couple years ago. I remember Creepy Girl picked that for her Patreon takeover. But yeah, this is the follow-up called Traumatica. And it stars a film director that we have done a few films of. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I misread the name. Never mind. I thought it was Rebecca McKendry. It's Rebecca Kennedy. I read it incorrectly. So, yeah, not who I thought. She is not a film director. But she was in Two Witches. She played the character of Masha in Two Witches. And apparently
Rebecca Kennedy.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
And apparently she's also in VHS Halloween, so we'll see her in that as well. But yeah, she's been in a couple things that we've done. So yeah, I might recognize her. She was in the film Let Me Make You a Martyr. I don't know if you remember that one. That was
I remember that.
Yeah, 2016. I think it had Marilyn Manson in it.
Yeah,
that was the one with Marilyn Manson. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we will do that film Traumatica, and also we're going to be doing a bonus discussion of Freaked from Alex Winter and sorry, what's the other guy's name, MZ? Tom Stern, yep, and Alex Winter. So we'll be checking out both of those films. Freaked, it's out there, but you can check out I would recommend checking out the new remaster. Since that just dropped on VOD yesterday. So yeah, the Tom Stern, Alex Winter film from 1993 called Freaked. So Traumatica and Freaked. Looking forward to talking about those. Should be a good one. And let me just double check on all of the chats. And we had Frank Rambo on YouTube. He said Freaked is a fun one. Hell yeah, Frank. We're going to talk about it next week. Let's see. And I think we got all the chat. So no voice messages this week from what I can tell. So, all right, MZ. We actually went way longer than we either of us anticipated.
Yeah. Well, these things happen.
But we're still out of here before too late. So.
Yep.
All right,
That's
MZ.
fine by me.
Why don't you say goodbye to the folks?
Okay. Arrivederci, douchebags.
All right. Next week, as I said, Freaked and Traumatica. Yeah, looking forward to that. And what else? I don't know. I guess that's it. So, yeah, wishing, I don't know if Raven Shadow is going to listen to this. He may. But wishing Raven Shadow the best to him and to Ollie. I hope everything, works out for the best. I know he hates missing the show. He really just hates it. But I think me and MZ were both like, dude, take the fucking time, man. Like, it's not if something's going on with your buddy, you spend time with them. So, yep. So hopefully he'll be back next week, and then we'll be back next week to talk about Freaked and Traumatica. So we'll see you guys then.